join me, won't you, while I take this apart and get rid of the screen cancer and get myself a nice usable screen. Hi there, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. So the first step I'm going to need to do is just to take the Game Boy apart. I won't bore you with watching me take all the screws out because I would hope at this point you already know how to do that. So, yeah. Let's fast forward to the exciting stuff and then we'll get started. As you see, I have a Gameboy Pocket LCD screen that has 10 pixels. We're all familiar with them. From a little research and speaking with some other Game Boy enthusiasts, essentially these are little kind of air pockets trapped in the pixel layers. There's, and I can see, there's two layers. There's a reflective layer, the back reflective layer, front reflective layer, then two panes of glass. Obviously, each pane controls the pixels for each direction, and these guys are sandwiched in between. So, yeah. First thing I'm going to do, before I go any farther, I'm just going to so carefully cut the tape. There we go. That's important. An important part, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this felt. See, this is a little rectangle of felt. I guess you could use, I just use it because it's soft, and my wife's into crafting and she has tons of it sitting around. But I guess you could use something similar. The main idea though is you want to sort of protect the horizontal chip that's right there. That chip does all the math that controls the horizontal picture, just as this guy controls the vertical. So I have this to sort of protect it. I'm going to fold this back over like that, and on this little piece of silicone. So I'm going to try to show you like the gist of how this works. Let's zoom in. Sorry, camera rig's a little wobbly. Okay, so we have clusters of screen pixels. So what I'm going to do is, if you can see, applying pressure to the area makes them move. So let's look at this guy right here. See? The contrast is different. I'm moving this in circles. You can see that slowly. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just taking the Q-tip, I'm just like pushing, adding a little pressure. But I'm not worried because I have all the stuff behind to protect it. You're gonna trash your screen if you don't protect it. Another thing too, I don't know if you can see that end of the Q-tip is starting to get shiny. It's burnished. And once it gets down to the stick, it's really easy to start wearing away the top layer of the polarizer. If somebody knows, like, technically what's happening here, the scientific reason, I'd love to know. I've looked all over the internet and I can't find a lot of information about how these screens actually work and how they can get corrupted. There's lots of YouTube videos on how to sort of using a similar method to get dead or stuck pixels out of like LCD screens. And I've done it before too. This is what sort of inspired me to try this. Oh. do like to periodically check to make sure everything's still okay, working, not damaged. Otherwise I'd have to finish this video pretty quickly. All right. Power. I'm still good. Here. See? And then more came back. Okay. I'm going to throw the towel for now. And I will return for more screen repairs. I'm coming back here. I was sitting here waiting for something else to happen. I was working on something. And I don't know if you can see. Now, the little focused, the pixel clusters, I'm going to call them. I noticed when I applied little bits of pressure to the area. I don't know if it kind of bleeds out for a moment, it blows out inside, and then it slowly shifts and decreases. Hey everybody, me again. I'm just checking in the next day. I'm still sort of in the process of pushing around the pixels. I think I've sort of come to the conclusion that you're not actually destroying the pixels. You're not. You're just moving them. I've kind of gotten to a bit of a rhythm where I take the end of my thumb and I just sort of press, and little spots over the dark dead pixels, and I can see them sort of diffuse and spread out, and sometimes they collect back together, but I can almost sort of corral them in directions. For instance, I have a cluster up here that I'm sort of working this way. I had a bunch on this end that I'm working this way. You could theoretically sort of massage them to the edges, and like older screens, you know, you get they're sort of the fuzzy blown out dead pixels around the edges. Can't do much about that, but these dead pixels you could slowly sort of work their way out. So like this guy right here, I'm sort of working on it. So yeah, it's a lot of this. I think it would take a long time to get it completely clear, but this is sort of, it's very extreme under the light, but it's a lot more usable now than it was before. This is perfect for kind of like if you had a junker or something. This one I'm probably going to put into a Game Boy I'm building for my kids, because they're small and they don't care. And it's a perfectly good screen. So yeah, I might do that. So maybe join me as I put this in a pocket for my kids.